telling students who are trying to access skills and in-demand professions that they can no longer access student grants because of the institution they're going to, but continuing to offer those same grants at the same level to students at universities just isn't fair. It doesn't seem to me reasonable that a young person studying traditional Chinese medicine, to be a chiropractor, to work in the beauty industry, to work in other kinds of industries where the formation simply is generally not offered at universities, to say to a young person in that field, well, your field is not worthy of student grants, but then somebody who goes to study philosophy or public policy like I did or some other program at a university does have access to that full grant. That seems to me like profession prejudice, like discrimination against students that are opting for careers that don't involve university education. And I think we need to be honoring, dignifying, appreciating the careers that people work hard in, regardless of whether they involve studies at a university. And yet this government is proposing a differential, discriminatory system with respect to training, which is if you study in those critical, in-demand professions where the formation is only available at private institutions, then you lose access to student grants. But if you're studying any kind of university program, regardless of how relevant it is to the labor market, then you do get those grants. Conservatives think that that's unfair. We think that this budget moves in the opposite direction and introduces more discrimination and unfairness in the training system. What is the government's response to why they put that discriminatory provision in the budget?
I just want to reassure him that students who are currently enrolled and benefiting from the student grants help for non-universities or for universities or educational institutions that do not qualify, if they are already enrolled and they continue toward in that vein and continue their studies until they get their graduation, the program remains the same.
The Parliamentary Secretary said this will not affect any current students. But what about future students, Madam Speaker? What about that high school student who says, you know, I would love to be a chiropractor. I would love to explore the field of acupuncture. I would love to work in a salon. But my family struggles financially, and I will no longer get students grants in these programs. How is that fair?